Very dramatic headline in National Review. The establishment starts to think the unthinkable. Donald Trump could win the nomination. What has the establishment been doing the last few months? They have all been in denial. We're talking here with the political establishment and the media establishment. I've been getting a little hoarse saying in recent months that yes, Donald Trump, unconventional candidate, no political experience, could win the nomination, could possibly even become president. And now, finally, the guy's been atop the Republican polls for more than 3 months now. Some of the big names in our business are starting to agree with me. I watched Chris Wallace interview the Donald on Fox News Sunday, and afterwards he told viewers, I'm beginning to believe that Donald Trump could be elected president of the United States. Now, that doesn't mean that he will be, or even that he will win the nomination. There are still pitfalls in his path, and all of the conventional wisdom. Well, when the voters get serious, then they'll pick somebody else. Well, when the field winnows down to 2 or 3 or 4, then Trump's 25 or 30% won't look quite so imposing. These are all possibilities. But when are these folks going to finally wake up and realize that Trump has changed the rules of the game? And that's what's been so embarrassing about the media's performance here. Now, look, some conservative commentators are very hostile to Trump because they don't think he's a real conservative in the way that they define that term. And some liberals just don't like him because he's running as a Republican, and some people just don't like his personality. Okay, but what many people in the business are finally starting to understand is that there's a reason that Trump is up in the polls. There's a reason that he is resonating, not just with many Republican voters, but I hear some independent and Democratic voters saying, you know, I like this guy. He's rich, he's successful, he tells it like it is, he's not a carefully poll-tested, focus grouped politician. And every time Trump says something controversial, a lot of hand-wringing in the media, oh, this is it, he's now going to implode, it was just a summer fling, and it hasn't happened. And I think finally people in our business are getting the message that this guy is for real. Now again, he's got to beat Ben Carson and Carly Fiorina, he's got to beat Jeb Bush and Marco Rubio, there's a big field there. But the way in which that too many folks on our side of the camera have mocked and minimized and downplayed Donald Trump's chances is just embarrassing, especially the Huffington Post, which just wrote a big piece saying, nobody knows what's going to happen in this race. The Huffington Post, which did this stunt of putting all Trump stories in the entertainment section. Well, he doesn't belong in the entertainment section. He belongs in the hard news section and the politics section. And finally, we're going to learn whether people in the journalism business can adjust to the fact that Donald Trump is a very strong threat to win the nomination and possibly go even further.